So, is this it? Is this the Van Talk podcast?
Van Talk, my man.
Van Talk.
Rebranded, just landed.
Rebranded, just landed.
Except nobody knows really that we changed the name. So
Yeah.
to them, it's just
Change the name, change the game. That's how it goes.
we changed the name of the podcast right now.
It's a strategy. We got it from our management. They're like, it's a good idea to switch it up.
Change the whole name of the podcast, just
Change
like
the game.
willy-nilly.
Just fucking the old switcheroos, the oldest move in the book.
So why
Van Talk.
is it called Van Talk? Why would we call it Van Talk?
Because I feel like when we're on the road, and like really, I think this goes for like any band, dude, like the bulk of, for me, what's like maybe the most fun part of like being on the road is the long drives where we just shoot the shit for like hours and hours. You know what I mean?
And those hours build upon days too.
Yeah.
So it's like by the end of a tour, you have like weeks elapsed of sitting in the van, just surviving in the same space together.
Yeah.
And these guys do not shut up.
Dude,
Hell
we
no.
fucking yap it
Chatty
up, dude.
Cathys.
That's right.
Mhm.
We talk about the weather, which is great because we travel so much that the weather's always changing. So we can always talk about the weather.
Yeah,
Weather's
we
good.
talk about and more.
And
wea-
more?
The weather and more.
Or our manager.
No. Like we talk about the weather and then everything that's not the weather.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Also, other things.
Yeah, there
I
we
remember
go.
when I first like flew down here to be in the band. I remember like at the end of every practice, it would just encompass hours of like talking about the future. And
Yeah.
like that's always
Those
been
are
the
the good
same.
days.
You
Those
know,
were
you
the good
remember
days,
that?
man.
Just like it's just like you just talk to each other for 4 hours after practice. Like we're gonna be in a band. We're gonna play shows. We're gonna sell shirts.
Speaking of the
And we just
band,
talk about that all the time.
we got Marshall today.
Oh,
Special
shit.
guest.
Marshall, Scrum Lord Marshall,
Welcome.
sometimes known as Doodle.
Doodle.
He's the Doodle Bug.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall, what do you
Bug.
do in the band?
What the hell do you do, man?
Yeah.
Well, if you check my Facebook page, I'm the moral support counselor.
I like that. That's sweet.
I like that too.
I don't think I've ever been on your Facebook page.
That's okay.
You know our Facebook
That's
stalks
the only thing you'd be missing.
Okay.
He's our drummer. He plays drums and he does an A-OK job.
He's
Mhm.
also
dude
the,
straight across
the
the line all the time.
Show up on
Unofficial-
time.
It's great.
he's the
Don't
unofficial
drink
tour
too much.
manager.
Yeah, he is.
Unofficial,
Yeah.
yeah.
I almost want to say he's the official TM because he does handle the contract bullshit.
Well, you know, stuff comes in, stuff goes out. You can't explain
You
it.
can't explain any of that,
So I'm just trying to figure it all out.
dude. It's good. It's
How do
just,
emails work?
I
I
just
don't know.
love sicking Marshall on a venue, being like, Marshall, you got to go yell at them.
Yo,
You
where
gotta
are
let them know.
waters?
Yeah, I love that. It's always great having someone to be like, can you talk to the people here because I'm nervous.
What's the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it'd be like Wi-Fi.
A lot of bands get things when they go to do their shows. They'll get like some beers or a pizza or something like that. We just want some water, man.
It's true.
Just
We
where's
want water.
those waters? at?
Usually we'll have a lot more beer than water, and we're like, hey man, this beer, it's nice, isn't it? We need to drink water.
Yeah.
I can't wait to update the writer because I really want some Topo Chico on that.
All right, we can do that.
There we go. Your
Put
Tubo
it on
Chico's
there.
coming next year in the green room.
Maybe they'll have a new flavor by then.
Old Topo Chico.
I'll make sure that they
It's
put a
good
label
stuff.
on it that just says Greg, so nobody else messes
I want
with it.
my own cooler so it can be
All right, whoa,
ice
whoa,
cold
whoa.
Topo Chico.
We'll make it happen.
Can't do the show unless I have ice cold Topo Chico.
We could send coolers in advance
There we go.
from the previous night's show, so that one goes to not the next day, but the day after venue.
Yeah,
And we'll just keep the system going.
I think it'll probably need like 3 or 4 coolers to keep them a day ahead, but we can do that. It's
It
okay.
doesn't have to be anything small, just like enough for like a 6-pack. Can be even one of those little
Yeah,
insulated
little
little deals.
Dude,
little guy.
You know what I like that like Dom said was how he was talking about how they do like Walmart cookouts. Like after their shows, like Walmart parking lot.
yeah.
They'll like bring a grill and then they'll just go into Walmart and like get stuff and go
Mhm.
out in the parking lot and cook it. And I feel like that would be so fun, dude.
Look,
That would be
You
fun.
wanna do it-
imagine it's
you wanna do
after
it
a
tomorrow?
show.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all right. We just drive to
Whoa.
Walmart.
Oh my goodness. Like after a show, like a pack of hamburgers at Walmart, getting everything you need for hamburgers, that's like less than $20 for all of us.
I feel like
That'd just be
this
fun.
situation would be more than half of the people would be sleeping, and then there would be 2 people out there. Joe Abate would be one of them
Yeah.
cooking, and then there would be a bunch of old food in the morning.
that might happen.
Sounds like every time we've been camping.
Dude, I like building
true.
forts in the van, dude.
Yeah, I like doing stuff.
And
Oh,
I like
dude, yeah, getting the pillows and the
watching
blankets.
movies. So I feel like that would
I
just
love
be
how
like an
optimistic
extension.
you guys are, and it's really helped to keep me going because those are not forts. You guys were blocking out the sun.
Yeah,
it was
it was-
116 degrees.
It was excellent.
in Arizona when our AC was broken. Those were not blanket forts.
There were blanket forts
Those
to
were
me.
shade. But yeah,
Blankets half fort,
Waiting.
man.
yeah, that's
We
the
played
glass
Fortnite
half full.
with that. That's
Yeah.
how we play Fortnite in the van.
Just build walls of blankets.
Sometimes called night crawlers.
What about our Florida tradition?
Oh,
shirts off in
dude.
Florida, dude.
Dude, we should be talking about the touring scene, what we do.
As soon as we hit the state line, somebody is yelling,
Shirts off.
Yeah.
Shirts off in Florida. Why? How did it start? It started whenever.
I feel like it really embodies. We have to celebrate the spirit of white trash when we enter Florida.
Oh,
So
that's
we
just
have
the
to
true.
rip
spirit.
off our shirts.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
wearing a wife beater, it automatically counts.
Yeah, you're good, dude.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna have to get one of those. So
You-
just
Does
for
it have
that
anything to
situation.
do with like being like it's at the Florida Georgia line?
Mm.
Yeah, you once
So
you
does
pass
that
that
make
line,
you like and then you're like usually you come through and it's like you hit Louisiana first.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I
then-
could see that, and I think
so
part
you
of
just
it too.
and then it's gradually getting hot, so you just grow trashier
Yeah.
as you.
Yeah, you
get
start to
closer.
get like real swampy and like.
Oh yeah,
Plus, you're just excited to like be back at home state, dude.
Mhm.
So
it's
you
true.
just-
Florida's
shirts
so
off.
big. Once you enter Florida, it still takes 4 hours to get to home.
And for whatever reason,
Takes
we
us
don't
like
normally
6.
we don't normally
Takes us a long
enter
time.
Florida during the day or during the nighttime. It's always daytime.
It's always
It seems
getting
like it's
back
always
at like
daytime.
4 in the afternoon, and it's hot as shit.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 degrees
Ooh.
outside. It was 101 today.
Yeah, it was hot
It's
as
hot.
fuck today.
Oh shit, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
what does that explain? That you felt hot?
Well, I didn't go outside.
Yeah.
And I just did. I was like, I stepped out. I was like, I like it better in here,
Have you learned any
and that
jet,
explains it.
Have you learned any jet ski tricks? Like, can you do little jumps and hops?
I was jumping over Carlos's wake. It's really, it's probably frowned upon to do that. It's not very safe, both for other people on the lake and for my spine, which absorbs the impact.
There you
Mhm.
go.
But yeah, I jumped the wake. I do 180s, sometimes 360s if I'm
Oh
getting
wow.
ballsy. It's a good time. Thing hauls ass.
The thing is,
Yeah, it's
really
quick.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
amazing how quick
Yeah.
it is. It must be fun.
I took Landon on it. He was going full speed.
Oh, that's
Really?
awesome.
Yeah, he was shredding.
Nice.
Shredding it, Landon.
He drove the boat too.
Oh,
yeah, he
that's awesome.
had a good day.
Dude, that's great, man.
That's easy. It's like 4 fucking buttons.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I love going out there, man. And you know, it's like kind of been nice, like, even though of course I would like rather be like hitting the road, it's nice that we've like kind of had more of an opportunity to like do stuff like that and like spend time together in a less like work environment. You know what I mean? Just kind of like hang out together.
It's good.
Having
Yeah.
having a
guys are
break
all
was
right.
great for like the first 5 or 7 or 8, 10 weeks.
I'm over it now. Yeah.
Yeah. We,
What
we're
are we in
breaking
week
through.
30 or something now? I don't know. It looks
It's
like
been a while.
we won't have a
Was it-
touring season until next year.
At least next year. Like I already predicted by next year, but now it's like it hurts. Now it's like
Yeah.
oh,
It's
next
setting in.
year.
Are you guys still Ubering?
No, I stopped
no,
Ubering.
I haven't been
No.
doing that.
I did
Dude, I'm
like
trying to get
Florida
sick.
reopened. I did the first weekend when Florida reopened, and after that I got scared because I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad, and I don't like. Here's the thing: I don't want to get sick months into COVID because the doctors already said this is what you do, and if I get sick, I'm just gonna be sad. You know what I mean? It's just like so dumb.
It'd be a
So
bummer to get sick.
Well, I mean, people, you have to buy food, and sometimes people get sick going to the grocery store. So don't be
that.
so hard on yourself, Joey. It's
Oh,
okay, man.
Thank you.
I know you're trying to do the right thing. So
I feel
Always.
is the cold, just the regular cold, is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
of
can
course.
get a
I
cold.
haven't seen anybody with just a cold.
everybody freaks out and thinks it's COVID. I mean, I was sick when we finished our last tour. We were in
That's true, yeah, you
Washington
said
State,
Mhm.
and I got really sick.
Yeah,
and we drove
remember.
all the way back to Florida, and then I'm like, dude, I got COVID or whatever, but I was tested and came back negative, so I don't have the antibodies. So I don't know.
Dang.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Friends call me Buffalo.
But yeah, man, you can still get regular flu and cold and, allergies. Get the
Mhm.
weed cough, all that stuff.
Yeah, I got that. Should I mask up just in case?
The weed cough.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, dude, which reminds me, seeing the masks. Dude,
Yeah, way to show your support, bozo.
so
Yeah.
listen, so the masks coupled with what we were just talking about, dude, so when Joey and I were sending out all of the mask orders, dude, I
Mhm.
was like seeing so many like names that I recognize
Yeah.
from the road, and it was like, dude, it was hitting me so hard, man. Just like it like kind of hit me all at once, like we might not see these people again for like another year, dude. That
It's
sucks,
true.
man. And I don't mean to like make this whole thing like wah, but like, dude, I don't know. I think it just really all dawned on me this week, man.
Me too. I felt like this was the week where I was like, when we were like cleaning out the garage, it was like, okay, we're like adjusting to staying at home
Right,
for long
yeah.
periods of time, like thinking about getting jobs and shit. It's like,
I got a job.
yeah, I know. It's
Congrats.
amazing.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's a weird feeling already. I barely started
Is
it.
it Monday? Oh yeah, no, you started yesterday. Wasn't yesterday your first
Well,
day?
I just appointed, that's when I said I'm starting this shit. And then I realized that I can't quite get fully started. I need to like train. So I got to learn some programs and stuff like that, but it's weird. It's a really weird feeling. I have never felt the need to I just always believed in the project I was doing in any band. I have had like a gazillion of them, or
Mhm.
maybe closer to 15, but I just this is it. This is the time.
This is adjusting.
I gotta
We should make
I
it
gotta
clear that
put
we're
my
not
big boy pants on.
stopping the band.
No.
I was,
Oh no.
No.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
ask because
Well,
Yeah,
like
that's the way it sounded when you said that.
the company that you work for definitely knows what you do, and come January
Yes.
or March or December, or maybe I'm being hopeful. No,
You're being
October.
so optimistic.
And whenever that time comes, it's gonna be like,
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh yeah. Once
See ya.
once
Yeah.
the shows are booked, it's like, peace. Going back to having fun.
hey, at least you can give them like a 4-week notice because we'll know ahead of time. a
Well,
little bit.
I've been working for the company for a while, like while we were on the road.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So,
Just taking on more responsibility.
I am. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be home. Well, how can I help?
There you go.
Yeah.
So now I'm just gonna do that and hope that I can get on the road soon with you jokers.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready
Yeah.
to do some more van talk.
I
Doing
thought
this
about-
van talk in a camper. I mean, it's just not the same.
So I had this idea. I don't know if this is the place to launch it, but I got everybody's scared right now.
I'm not scared.
I thought we could do like Cashed Out, Camp Out, but like for real,
Yeah, it'll be fun.
and do it here on the property and have like if a legal and safe gathering is like what 10 people.
I don't know exactly what it is, but
I don't.
think
I
we'll just
wouldn't.
keep
I would.
plans.
I don't know. I guess once you get past 10, it gets a little scary. But there's acres here, so we can spread out,
Mm-hmm.
and we could have a bunch of tents and the lake and a performance. We could perform on the dock. We could do all of that.
That's cool. I like that idea.
Yeah, that'd be fun, man. We've talked
Yeah.
about that, and
Yeah.
we got time to put something like that together now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we have the venue. So I don't know. Management. Let's talk about it.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. Now you know.
Van talk. What about that one time, and I love drives like this. We were driving, God, I don't know, somewhere mountainous, middle of the night, middle of the desert, mountains, moon up, clear skies. a 10-foot high buck just walks out into the highway in front of the van, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah,
ha!
there's been some close
turn!
calls.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude.
Woo. That
I
thing
must have
that thing
slept
was
through that.
taller than the front of the van by a good
They
amount.
get huge. Like some of those animals are huge. Like moose are crazy enormous.
I thankfully I have still yet to see an actual moose. I don't think we were in moose country.
What did we see in the
For that,
redwoods?
but-
Was it elk?
Yeah, we saw
Yeah,
elk.
dude.
Yeah, we saw elk, and their antlers were velveting. So like it was an amazing thing to see their horns skinned.
Dude, that spot was probably one of the most epic spots we've ever
It's
been.
where they shot the Ewok scenes in Return of the Jedi, dude.
Mhm.
Episode
Really?
6 of Star Wars. Yeah.
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 All
that
the
forest
indoor
shit.
scenes they shot in that forest.
In Redwood.
It wasn't right where we were, but it was in that forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, like being in there, I was like, this is Endor, because like they have the trees and the foliage, as it sometimes called.
Foliage. Yeah.
It's because I played Zoo Tycoon as a kid, and I was like, foliage. Got to put
That's
the
it.
foliage up. Foliage.
Just keep swinging, man.
All
We'll
right.
get it.
It's in there.
It works. It's funny because like the message gets across, but it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Foliage.
I'm
Like a
sorry.
bullet
It throws
ricocheting.
me off. Obviously, I didn't mean to throw off. Your
What are you
story.
guys'
Tilted.
favorite places that we've been? Not like venues, but like cities and
Well, dude, we went to
Locations, you know?
what was the duck show? It was like the duck room in Missouri,
Yeah.
where they had a bunch of Chuck Berry duck stuff, and
That was an
all the
interesting
food
place.
around there was
Oh,
amazing.
Mhm.
oh,
like-
St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis, that's it.
Yeah.
Like they were like every store next to it was awesome. Like there was a boba place, Korean barbecue place, a bunch of thrift stores, so many awesome restaurants. That place
Scooters,
was
you guys
awesome.
rode the scooters.
Oh yeah, we were goofing off with scooters.
Oh, dude, that was so fun.
Oh.
Dude, we like rolled up there and I wasn't like really sure what to expect 'cause we've never been to St. Louis.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude, and it was so fun, man.
it was
It
good.
was
I
so
remember.
much fun.
Yeah, we
I
had
love
that back
doing-
lot to ourselves.
I love doing the scooter gang stuff.
That's been a lot more fun on tour, just seeing those and being like, I'm gonna peace out.
Yeah, here's a motorized scooter. Go have fun.
They get a little fast too. Sometimes they go like, oh, they just let anyone use these. Like
Yeah,
little kids will just go. Psh.
Yeah, if you have a cell phone, you can get on one of those things and drive it, which seems very dangerous.
Yeah, there's potential. But hey, it's fun.
Oh, I have a good time with it for sure.
What's your favorite spot, Greg?
I had an amazing time at Mission Ballroom. Is
Oh.
that too easy? Like,
I was
'Cause,
kind of
like,
talking
duh.
like not venues, like you know what I
Oh.
mean, like because we talked about the venues already.
okay, so not venue wise, just like a place.
Yeah,
Damn, I don't know.
You don't know. You can't think of like you woke up someplace and you step out of the van. You're like, damn, we're by the ocean right now. I love that. Just waking up in a whole new terrain.
yeah.
I
it's the
really
shit.
liked one night we were driving through Breckenridge, and
Where's Breckenridge?
that's in Colorado.
Colorado.
It's a ski town, Joey.
Yeah. I thought you were just busting my balls, but I
No, I didn't. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, but Breckenridge was cool because at nighttime there was like no like street lights. It was just lit up by the moon and the snow, and it was really cool. We were like really high up too, so it was like bright but without lights. And I thought that was
Oh, like when it's twilight, where it's like it's dark, where you can almost see.
no.
so
It was like in the
much.
middle of the night. It was dark, but you could see
because of the snow. and the
because
light
everything was like
reflecting.
white. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like, it was nice. It was very beautiful. And then I like, there's a spot that we drove by kind of recently, and there was like a raft, like whitewater rafting, like right along the road.
Mm.
yeah. In dude, that was in that place that Justin I love. Leadville.
Oh, Leadville.
Is that
Okay.
right?
Leadville, man.
Man,
Leadville's crazy.
Yeah,
You have the
Good.
weirdest romance with Leadville. It's like you fell in love with this shithole town
there's
in
this.
the middle of nowhere.
We drive around. We take this incredible photographer. His name's Justin with us
Mhm.
on the road, and Chance as well. And Justin and I, we were waking up. It was like a really beautiful morning. It was actually the morning. I think it was one of the mornings like right after Undercover came out. So we were like real excited and real hyped. And Justin and I were the only two awake, and we're driving, and it was so hot because we were like sort of like pretty like kind of in a valley in Colorado, and it was like August, so it was like just baking hot.
Mm-hmm.
And we started driving, and it started to get a little bit cooler. And then like 3 hours in, we hit Leadville, which I'd never heard of before. And there was like, it was like 45 degrees up there. I mean, it was like half the temperature, and it was just like beautiful. Like Greg said, it's whitewater rafting right along the side.
I think everywhere that is not the desert, and desert has its own beauty to it,
Yeah, there's an appeal.
but it's also dry, and I know that it's going to be hot, and I know our AC is not going to handle it, so I don't associate the greatest vibes with desert. I also know that's where there's a lot of rattlesnakes are going. So, but in Florida,
No matter where a
it's very
rattlesnake is
flat.
born, it goes to the desert.
yes, that's
Finds
where
its
they all
way.
go. That's why they're all scurrying somewhere. When
And they're
you see
trying
'em.
to find rocks to hide under.
That's right. But anyway, Florida is flat. As
It's
shit.
the flattest state. It's the most boring state.
It's just trees
So flat.
and ground.
That's it.
And
You look up and it's so much
sometimes
sky.
water.
Every time I tell somebody, I'm like, this mountain is beautiful. Like, I don't know how you live here and get motivated to do things other than look at the mountain. And then they're like, well, yeah, but you're from Florida. It's beautiful there, too. And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, and there's some cool places. And they're like, well, yeah, like the beach. And I'm like, well, I live like an hour away from the beach. God, man, it's probably, there's been months gone by I haven't seen the beach.
Yeah.
I just stare at trees and buildings all the time. It's, you know, you don't see above the tree line
Totally.
at all.
Yeah.
Well,
In
I'm really a beach
California,
person,
you
too.
can. There's like cliffs and shit. And you can like just look out into.
Yeah,
the
there'll be a
beach.
cliff and then a beach. That's how
Yeah.
awesome it is over there.
That's amazing. I mean,
That's
don't get me
rad.
wrong. I love Florida, man. There's a lot of beautiful stuff here, but
Yeah, there really is.
Yeah, there's a
Uh,
lot of beautiful king cobras in the Everglades.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
King
Cobras don't live in the
Cobras.
Everglades.
Yeah, they do. There's
Amazon.
escaped cobras.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Because anyone can own anything in Florida, so people just get these king cobras and they escape because they're like, oh, my cage wasn't good enough for the king cobra. Whoops.
So there's, I didn't know about the king cobra thing. I know there's like
It's
anacondas.
anacondas.
Oh, it could be anacondas.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's probably
You're
cobras
spreading,
too.
or,
you're spreading lies. This
I'm
is
sorry,
fake
the-
news.
Dude,
Python.
I'm pretty sure there's some king cobras out there.
It
I
might
swear
be
to God.
Pythons, a constrictor. Snakes.
Definitely the constrictors I knew about.
Yeah. But
yeah.
dude, that's news to me, dude. That's way more intense. I know once one
There was one
escaped.
loose here like twice.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, it got escaped, and then there was another one like right after that. Same guy lost another snake.
You get a 3-strike rule when you own snakes.
Dude,
When your
it's
third one escapes,
true.
they get rid of all your snakes. So you get 2 shots.
I mean, I know like there's places in the world that have these snakes that just live there, so you just kind of have to deal with it. But, and I mean, we have dangerous snakes. Look, if you see a snake, just don't go near it. That's the deal.
It's true. It's a good policy.
Just leave it alone.
That's a good snake policy. Is that a TM policy? Like
That's
when you're
a
on tour?
TM hashtag
Yeah,
snake
that's,
policy.
there should be snake policies. You guys live like there's no snake policies.
We live like there's no snake.
They're like, let's go to the woods in sundown and let's climb this mountain where there's in Arizona, Sedona,
Yeah.
rattlesnake
awesome.
capital of the world.
One of Jackson's
Oh, yeah.
family members, he is a snake expert and took us snake hunting one night when we were in.
That was
Sedona.
awesome.
That was cool, but that's not the time that we saw the rattlesnake.
No,
That was the next morning.
We saw some other
We
poisonous
got too
snake.
brave. He hyped us up.
Oh, was that the
That
next
was
morning?
fun though. Yeah. We went on a
Yeah,
hike the
yeah.
next
When we
day.
hiked the mesa
That's
in
right.
Sedona, that was one of the best band days I've ever had. Honestly,
So fun. So he.
we spent an
I-
hour
I
throwing
had
rocks. You remember that? We
An
like stopped
extreme
and threw
amount of
rocks.
anxiety.
So that's my
Yep.
uncle Tony. So
He's
my
awesome.
dad's brother.
I love
right?
him. He's so cool.
So him and my dad, when they were growing up, had like a huge, like reptile collection.
Yeah, they were
basically.
like dorks about it. They were so interesting.
Yeah, dude, they love it. They're still into it, especially my uncle.
Was
Tony.
it herpetology? Is that it?
Yeah,
That's it.
and
Dude.
they were like, oh, the snakes get loose. They get loose all the time. They would just be like around the house, and sometimes we wouldn't see them for a couple weeks. And one time,
Oh yeah.
yeah, one time, it was like some exotic snake got loose, and they like hadn't seen it for a really long time, and they saw on the news that they had found this snake at the jail. They lived like by a jail.
Oh wow.
And somebody had identified it as a pet because they knew it wasn't, native to Maryland. So he was on the news, watching the news, and they were like, "Oh, that's our snake." And so they went down and claimed the snake. But evidently, he was one of the inmates was going off for a work leave, and he heard something in his engine. He thought something was up with his motor, so he opened the hood, and there was a snake in there hissing, and that's what the hissing was.
Surprise.
Oh shit! And somebody was like, "Oh, don't kill it. That's someone's pet,"
Wow.
So yeah, they got it.
That's awesome.
Cool. Every time I
Crazy.
hear a new story about your dad, I'm more and more amazed. He seems like your average, mild-mannered adult
right.
male.
He looks like
But
an
he's-
accountant,
Yeah.
He's the
with
best.
with an excellent mustache.
He does have a sick
Zeke's mustache. Ooh,
Yeah, he gets
That's
a
a
10 out of
stash.
10 for that.
10 out of 10, dude. He put a cowboy hat on him and he owns a town. He's a sheriff of someplace, dude. Honest to God,
Dude, if he said stick him up, I'm putting him up, man.
Sheriff
Yes-
Zeke,
yes,
dude.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Wait, so when you were growing up, your dad never had a pet lizard or anything? He never did that?
We had lizards.
You did?
Yeah, but
Oh my goodness.
not we had a bearded dragon, and we had a chameleon, and we had a
Brown and Knoll.
we didn't have any brown anoles.
That's
a red tit.
that's one of the things that Jackson used to say a lot when I first met him.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, they live
We
around
had
Look at that
Snake.
brown and Knoll.
Right. Dude, you still spit those facts out about those things.
They're not from here,
They're
know.
invasive, you
Yeah,
know.
they are
Invasive. I think they're.
They
from
have no
Cuba.
natural predators.
Snakes.
Greg,
Probably
what?
do now.
I never asked you this. What was your first impression of Jackson? I know it was positive because you went up to him, talked to him, but what'd you really feel about him? Do you remember your headspace then?
Yeah. I was working on a project with Evan, which is basically how we all met. We'll have to bring Evan in.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, we should
Dude,
do
love
it.
Evan
that.
would be
Yo.
a great guest.
And Evan and I at the time were just writing. He was getting frustrated with me because he was wanting to write a certain way, and I was just fighting it. And then Jackson came in with he was bringing him in for a guitar session, and it really just turned everything around. It was kind of like easing the tension. We had a new lease on the tunes, and then but as he was noodling, I didn't really talk to you much. I don't think
Not
when you-
really.
when you came. It was more like, okay, what are we gonna track? That sounds cool. Let's get started.
Mhm.
And but then you started playing these sweet little reggae riffs, which I don't know if any of them actually made our EP. I can't remember, but
I don't know.
I was instantly inspired because I had done a record with Law Records, the Ballyhoo album. And at the time, that was one of the first things we talked about was Ballyhoo.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all being from Maryland and whatnot.
Crazy coincidence. Fate, man. Fate.
And I was really just stoked at on the riffs. 'Cause I didn't know him much as a person, and I don't even think really he took all the risk because I was just like, what did I say? I think probably something like,
I just remember we spent the rest of the time talking about reggae riffs.
okay,
Unfortunately for Evan, I kind of feel bad about that. But
Yeah.
full disclosure, I already knew about the Ballyhoo thing, so it's kind of trying to bait you a
Okay.
little.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, I already knew that.
You hung a reggae worm in front of Greg.
Uh-huh.
Look at that.
Fucking
And he
bit.
gobbled it up.
Took it right in.
He
and it was
manipulated
like-
you into starting this weird project.
Yeah, well, he probably didn't think that was gonna drop what we were doing,
I did not think that.
and I'm sorry, Evan. I really am. But look what came of it, and this was obviously Evan was this catalyst, and we finished and we did great stuff with Evan.
Evan
Dude,
is the
he,
catalyst.
he really is an amazing guy, dude.
He's
I love
amazing.
I like Evan.
He's on
great.
top of his shit. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
And
Talked about pirates one time.
yeah, we could talk about anything with him. He's a huge inspiration and really the reason why we all met.
Dude, you know he's the part of the creation of Bebow.
Really?
He's involved in B-Bow?
He is.
You gotta
yeah.
tell everybody about
No
B-Bow
fucking
before
way.
you
Oh,
explain it.
dude. My
So-
favorite
what is
martialism.
B-Bow?
Well, I'm honestly I'm
Doodleism,
surprised that you
some
guys
would
don't
say.
have like a unless maybe later Jackson when
On the
he's
soundboard.
doing this. So
Bow, bow, bow,
well,
bow.
but no, but whenever there's a martialism that you like mark
you
it down or
just,
something.
Yeah, we talk about doing like a doodle bingo sheet.
Yeah,
Like one of them is like, oh, that's a square peg round hole situation.
that's it.
It's like, dude, you coined that shit so hard, dude.
So Bebow is something that you just say whenever shit's on point.
Or when it's not
like,
on point.
Bebow. But yeah, Evan and I did a gig with him in Miami, and as you guys know, he's from Miami. He grew up there, and his
Yes,
mom
sir.
lives down there, and she's like connected. And Evan has this
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
amazing home to go to. But we were like hanging out. We did the gig, and it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning or something. We ordered pizza from a delivery place. But I think we probably ordered the pizza around like 2:30 or 3 a.m. And I mean, it was like 5 something before it finally got there. And the guy had the wrong pizza
Oh,
and was just like, here, whatever. Just take it.
So how does that relate to B-Bow, though?
Yeah.
So that's when we created Bebow. I don't remember exactly how the conversation
Oh.
went. No, I'm sorry.
B-Bow. Bow, bow, bow.
But
There's a
we were just
perfect-
hanging out, and it was like late night in Miami, man. We were hanging out by a pool at a hotel, and yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah?
don't know exactly how the conversation went for Bebow, but
Fucking doodle. Dude.
Bebow came about from that point, and it's a thing, man.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
It's
my
a good
favorite thing
to say.
about you
Yeah.
is B-Bow.
I've been thinking about it a lot because there's a new place that opened up called Bow's Castle. And it's weird because like I go
Oh my
there
god.
with Carlos and sometimes you, but I want to
It's
like
true, it's nice there.
I want to use the B-Bow. I want to be like, trying to B-Bow or what? You know, like,
Oh my god.
Bebowed it.
yeah. But it
Ooh.
just, I'm going to start inviting you guys just so I can say that.
Dude,
just
you need
so
to
we
open
can-
up your own
yeah,
bow
yeah.
place and call it B-Bow.
Yeah, but I need to find a
Bebow
chef
bun.
named B.
No, you could just call it that. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I think that in and of itself was the true spirit of B-Bow. So
That
can we play?
story.
B-Bow
Yeah, that story
bun.
was too. Can we play a game? I'm
do it.
gonna name some scenarios, and you tell me if they are or are not B-Bow.
Okay.
This is true, coming from the
Okay.
horse's
Yeah,
mouth.
let's do it.
Right from the horse's
All
mouth.
right.
It's like kosher, but
All right,
no.
all right. So you
Is this
cook.
B-Bow?
That's B-Bow, dog. Shit, B-Bow.
Is it?
it's B-Bow.
Is there? Okay. So how about oh, you're at Subway. And,
Oh, dude.
and they put tomatoes in your sandwich. I know you don't like tomatoes.
Yeah, that's definitely not a Bebow situation.
So is it always a good thing?
That's a damn a deal situation.
Yeah.
Jesus
one.
Christ.
There's one.
Yo, for everybody listening, Marshall has like his whole vocabulary is about 30 phrases that he just cycles out interchangeably.
And they're random. They're like, they all mean the same thing, generally.
They're all really vague, but also really poignant and address exactly what's going on. And they bring us all so much pleasure.
Yeah.
We talk about them all the time.
Good stuff.
always talking
Damn a
about
deal.
that crazy
Wow, that's
shit.
one.
Damn a deal is definitely one.
How about, okay, so let me change the game.
Okay.
So I'm going to think of a saying. I'm going to present you a situation.
Okay.
And you see if you can match the saying that you have to the scenario, right?
Okay.
All right, we're let's
Can we
see.
guess them? Can we guess them first?
Maybe we're second guess.
Yeah, we'll do
We need.
Marshall.
We didn't know. We need to write this down. So we write down which one we think it is.
I think.
And then
Okay.
we
Well,
turn
how
it
about
around.
how about this?
paper.
I'll
We can
I'll
remember
type
it.
out
I
my
can
answer on the
remember it.
phone. You guys can say
can't.
yours, and then I'll
Okay.
I'll show you what
Okay.
my real one is.
All right, so here's the situation. Okay, we pop a tire, right? We're on tour. We pop a tire. We're pulled over on the side of the road, and we don't have we don't have exactly the right jack, but we have like 2 little bottle jacks. So we don't have one that's exactly tall enough. We need to change the tire. We've got kind of what we need, but not quite.
I've got my answer.
This is hard.
What would you say?
Okay, I think I got some. Go ahead, guys.
I'm not ready.
Oh, you're not ready? Can I answer?
You can answer.
Yeah, take it.
That would be a square peg round hole situation, sir.
What would you say, Marshall?
I didn't say that. No,
What'd you say?
I said, "Damn it, that's a damn it deal."
That's what I was thinking.
Jesus.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I was thinking square peg round hole. So maybe now you can tell me what you would have said for square peg round hole, which is another thing you say about 15 times a day.
Well, so square peg round hole is a force it situation where you have to force something. Like
Okay.
Joe Abate is a square peg round hole round square peg. Yeah, he's that guy.
Mhm.
He's in the embodiment of that saying.
Yeah.
And
Joe's
that's
a
pretty much
forcer.
why it comes up a lot because
Okay.
of Joe Abate and his tenacity to make things happen even though they're not supposed to.
Okay, I got another one. Somebody, this one's pretty easy. So somebody needs to make it to Houston tomorrow, so they don't have time to drive, but they're afraid to fly.
Dude, I don't know all my sayings. I don't know enough sayings. to-
Okay, so don't think about it that way.
Yeah.
You just tell me, all right, Marshall, I'm terrified of flying. I don't know what to do. I need to go to Houston tomorrow. My car is broken down. There's animals living in it. So
Help
I have
him
to
out- help him
fly.
out,
I'm
Marshall.
so terrified.
Jesus.
I don't know. Make it
Be
work.
consoling.
is- I'd
Console
say that.
him.
Let's make it work
Jesus.
or whatever. But
You wouldn't offer me some sort of advice or something to make me feel a little bit safer about the
Yeah.
situation?
He just wants to feel closure from something.
I know what it is.
go for it.
You would say you got way more chances of getting struck by lightning
Oh yeah.
than you do flying.
That one, or what I was thinking is the most dangerous thing you can do is get in a car and drive somewhere.
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I-
it.
right.
That's the one.
I
yeah.
love that,
Yeah.
Marshall. You hear this shit all the time in the
That
band.
that is true though.
All you
yeah.
do
Oh,
is
I know
driving.
because he tells me that when we're surfing. He tells me I got more.
With
Oh,
the
yeah.
sharks.
The
Yeah.
sharks. Yeah, I mixed them up.
People get it.
I mixed them up.
Dude, get in a car and going somewhere is dangerous, and we do that all the time. And I think the other thing that I say that is about the crevice. You know,
What do you say about the crevice?
that it's more dangerous to get into a car than anything else that you do, even if you go skydiving or fly in an airplane. So,
So what? Get in the crevice and go to bed?
yeah, get in the crevice and go to bed. That's
Jesus Christ!
Can you explain the crevice, Marshall?
okay. So,
Yo, I want to explain the
All right,
crevice.
let's-
Yeah, go
all right,
for
we'll
it,
let
Joey.
Joey
You know
explain.
when you sit in a bench seat and your feet are here? Well, basically, you see my feet, Greg's feet, and Marshall's
This
feet.
would be a crevice.
That's a crevice.
Yeah.
You would sleep there.
go sleep in
You
there.
finish playing a show and you're like, that McDonald's was great. I need some rest. And then you go get your restful sleep.
But
down
you
in
gotta
the crevice.
put a blanket down because
Yeah.
the floor gets way too hot.
The
to
floor
put your
gets hot on the
back on,
and the way that the chairs are bolted to the ground is these metal fucking clips and shit.
Uh-huh.
So you have to put cushions around the metal clips because it's cold as shit. And once you put the cushion down, then you pick your position and then you don't move because you
Yeah.
can't move. You're just gone. Like I'll set up my phone like deep inside the crevice so that I have like a TV kind of thing situation.
Honestly,
So you can
I
watch-
get pretty good sleep in the crevice.
Sometimes I get good sleep,
And it feels
I
like
can
you have
get
a
a
little
few
more
days.
privacy, too.
and it's also darker down there, and I need that.
Yeah.
Like I need darkness to sleep because I'm a vampire and fuck the sun.
A vampire.
Ah.
Vampire.
Be-bow.
I like that.
Be
Be
bow.
bow.
That-
You said
that's
it.
when you do that.
That's it.
It could. I feel like the crevice is not that bad.
See, here's the
it's not.
thing: the crevice is not bad the first few nights, but when you're on night 4, you're like, "Get me the fuck out of this crevice!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like that's what I
For
would
sure.
just snap and be like, "You know what? I crevice too much this tour.
Yeah.
I'm at my limit. I'm at 5 crevices,
Joey's got more
Fuck this.
experience in that deep in that crevice than anyone else.
dude. I'll be in a good mood and I'll be like, I'll get the crevice, and fucking I'll slide in the crevice and be like, fuck, because once you're in the crevice, you can't be like,
no.
hey, does someone want to get bad sleep with me?
Didn't you guys make Vanalia sleep in the crevice one time?
No, never.
She slept there.
She slept in the front.
We didn't
crevice.
make her.
She
okay.
didn't sleep in the front crevice. She always slept in the front bunk.
Don't we have a
It was
picture
by
of
choice.
her in the front crevice?
She was in the
Yeah,
crevice.
She definitely was.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
good.
me, Marshall, and Vanna rotated out of the crevice that tour. Because there's not. Because here's the
wow.
thing
I don't even
that I think
remember
we need to
that.
explain. Is this so? We're not necessarily sleeping there because it's awesome. We're sleeping there because like there's not. So a van has 5 bench seats, something like that.
4.
4, and we
then 2
travel
captains.
with and then 2 captain seats. So that's 6, and we usually travel
7.
with about 7, between like 6 and 8.
Yeah,
So
that's really.
it's just more comfortable to like sleep down on the floor than it is for like 2 people to like
Oh, you cannot.
sleep sitting up. It's
Yeah.
That's impossible.
It's not it's not comfortable at all, but it's
I think it's not that
more
bad, honestly.
comfortable than.
It's more comfortable. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's more comfortable than sitting on the bubble, where you have to sit in the seat that's just an open.
Yeah, the right nut
seat.
seats.
Yeah. Like
It-
there's
it's impossible
nowhere
to sleep.
lean, or you just have to sit straight up.
Yeah, those are the worst places to sleep. Hands
Let me
down.
think of another saying for you, Marshall.
Okay.
Can you guys think of one?
I have. I know his stories more than his sayings.
Dynamite. Don't you say dynamite?
Because I've
I don't think he said
No.
dynamite.
he's never said-
Dynamite. You do
That's
it,
in the
dude.
family though.
One of my dude, you know what would be on that Marshall bingo card? One of them would be falling on tour and getting super fucked up for the rest of tour.
Oh, can you tell?
You
that
fucking
story?
dude, pieces of you fall off in every state now, dude.
What was
It's
it?
Crazy.
The one night I hadn't had anything to drink, or maybe I had like one beer, and because I wasn't drunk, I didn't smoke any weed or anything like that. It was just, dude, it was a long day. We had played a show. It was a headliner, so we played last, and we were tearing everything down on stage. And you pick up a cymbal stand, you close the legs, and you throw it on the floor, and you pick up another cymbal stand, and you close the legs, and you throw it on the floor.
I love all these extra details.
Yeah. Well, before you know it, you're surrounded by gear, and then you have to take something and carry it over that stuff.
That's right.
So I picked up my foot, and apparently I didn't pick it up high enough because it tipped whatever was there. Down goes Frazier, man. I mean, I fell I fell right on my face.
Down
man.
goes Frazier. Holy
That's
shit.
a new one.
Yeah,
Dude, that's like the 90s immortalized in one phrase.
Well, like
Holy
it hurt.
shit.
It sucked. I got some road rash and shit.
You look like someone fucking sliced you with
It looked
like a
you
hand
lost a
slicer.
fight. I mean, it was crazy.
Where
Yeah.
was that?
That was
no,
the fucking Jam and Java, dude. 'Cause they had the
Virginia
carpeted
Beach, there was
stage.
one.
yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was at Jam
Yeah.
and Java.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
saw you
that
go
one was-
just flat.
Well,
like you just.
I was
you were vertical and then instantly horizontal.
but I was carrying cymbal stands at the same time. So when I went down, I was just over it.
Yeah, you
Like,
had to take
it was-
really.
Like I said, it was a long day. Was tired. I think we were gonna go stay with some family, and I just wanted to get there and take a shower and go to
Oh.
sleep. And
Always good after a drive.
yeah, and if I remember correctly, it was summer. Yeah, because I was wearing shorts and I skint my knees up. It was hot, and when I hit the ground, I was just like, I just lay there for a second, like, oh fuck. And I got up, and I wasn't like, man, everybody seemed to think I had like brain damage or something. Because yeah,
You were
I hit my
fucked up,
forehead.
man.
That's right.
Yeah, you had like a bruise.
Yeah. So
Oh my god.
I just went in the green room and sat down for 15 minutes, and I was fine. But I mean, even then, like I could have probably kept working, but you guys were like, no.
It was scary.
Yeah.
It looked
Take a break.
scary.
It did.
Yeah.
Because
Concussed.
so normally when somebody falls, they put out their hands and they catch themselves. But
Oh,
because
I had-
Marshall had his hands full, his whole front took
Yep.
all of the like brunt of his fall.
It was like that short, black, really tough interior carpet.
Yeah.
That's like glued
Yeah,
and
it's super
taped to
tight.
the
Yeah, it
was
stage.
duct
So
tape too.
yeah, it's completely doesn't move at all. And you just, I just
Oh,
face right into it from 6
I
feet
can
high.
like feel
right
the
into
rug
thing.
burn.
right? Yeah.
ah, dude.
Dude, the burns looked rough. Like
It hurt.
they were like really
we were all
fucked
like,
up wounds.
oh my god, dude.
Yeah. The guy that worked there, the sound guy or stagehand or whatever he was, man, he was like, whoa. It's what happened?
Yeah.
And I was like, I just fucking
Fell.
fell.
Dude, isn't it crazy how some venues like this staff are more memorable than the venue. Like I forgot the name of the bar, but there was a bar that had the Sound Hound,
Yeah.
which was a little
Tucker the
dog.
Sound Hound.
Yeah, Tucker.
That was
I know it was in Cali, right?
San something.
Oh, Boardwalk.
Holy
Sacramento.
shit,
Sacramento.
dude! What
San
the? Whoa!
Sacramento,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dude, that place was sick, dude. I
That-
loved
dude,
it.
that was
It was
a
one of
fun
those good
show.
old
Yeah.
dirty bar shows where it's
I
just you
love
just
'em.
rock, dude.
Yeah.
Which one of you was like, or was it Joe? I was taking a poop and
Oh,
Yeah, it was
Tucker,
Joe.
Tucker the Sound Hound is like this little Baxter looking
He's a
dog
chihuahua. He's a little
with a
He had
was like a
safety
caution vest.
Yeah, it's like a reflective orange vest.
I think he's-
like construction
Yeah.
worker.
I think
and he
he's like
just
technically
he just crawls under the
The
stall. It's just like, oh hey, what's this?
Such.
I
Taking a
think he's
shit.
like a support dog or whatever. That's why he had the vest on. But it says Sound Hound on it.
Yeah,
We loved that dog. We
Yeah.
we still talk about him. I mean, that was in like
it's so cool.
2017 or 2018, maybe. It's a few years ago.
Have we talked about Hey
Oh.
You?
No, we never told that
Dude,
story.
hey you.
The
Uh,
tragedy of
That was
Hey
a
You.
sad story for like years. It only recently
Yeah.
became, oh, it was fine.
Who's gonna tell that one?
I'll tell it.
Greg's
Okay.
got it.
So there we were,
Oh, dude, that fucking mountain.
camping it. What
Oh my
festival
God.
were we trying?
Cali
to,
Roots.
That was-
we
was
were
our first
going out.
time there.
Yeah, first time going out to Cali Roots.
We came out 8 days early.
We had no
'Cause we
idea
were
it
all-
was
'cause we're
gonna.
all professionals.
We were just gonna blaze through.
The
That
drive.
was like that was actually like it probably fucked us in the long run because now we do a bunch of deadheads and we're like, oh, we can get there in 3 days. Like, we don't take our time at all. We go straight out. and
Oh.
just do
We
whatever we
powered
have to
through
do.
that drive.
And
But-
we did. Like, we powered there and back.
We
Like,
did that and we're like, well,
really
shit, we
crushed it.
can't.
Because we'd never
afford-
done that drive before. We didn't know how long it would take. So it was like, well, we'll leave 8 days ahead of time
Yeah.
to do this, what turned out to be a 3-day drive. And we're just like, what do we do now?
Yeah. So we decide to save money and go to the mountains
The
and
Angeles
camp.
National Forest.
Yeah.
Please, mountains.
This place called Chilao.
Yep.
Good
Right.
memory. Yeah.
And
You really do have a good memory. That's amazing. You recall
well, how could you
all this
forget
good
that? It's like
shit.
chill out.
Like, I can't
true.
believe you,
Yeah.
you remember Chester's name. Like that, I never knew his name was Chester.
Apparently you didn't.
Oh, it's not Chester. Was it
Tucker,
Checkers?
dude.
Tucker. Checkers. Tucker. Dude, I just
Okay.
get like 80% of it, and I'm like, just the other part you got it.
Some-
Confidence.
That's why you called Nick Chris. All, the
Oh, wait.
first week he was
I've
in
got a
band.
couple things. I'm making notes of other times Joey called people the wrong name.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Nick, Chris,
So
Gomez, Gudson.
anyway, we get to these
Yeah, the
Mountains.
old mountains, dude.
and we're there and like we picked a pretty good spot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we had gotten there like during the week, so nobody was up there, and then people started coming in, and then we had these neighbors, and I just remember looking over one day when you guys went to go get firewood because I was like, hell no, I'm not walking in the mountains. Snakes everywhere.
That's right.
So
Yeah, it's true.
I stayed and held down the fort, and I look over, and then there's a guy with about my build, but maybe like twice as girthy right here, you
Mhm.
know, and a huge mustache. He looks straight out of the circus, and he was
He's wearing paisley
he was wearing
tights.
paisley
That's
tights,
right.
nothing else, and he was on a slack line.
Mm-hmm.
And,
That's right.
hmm
And I'm like, this is gonna be fun.
Those were some genuine hippies.
Dude, that
They-
guy was so nice though.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were.
yeah, we hung out.
I
They were
don't
awesome.
remember their names.
Garrett. His name is Garrett.
Garrett.
You remember
nice.
his band's
Nice
name?
guy.
He's in a soul funk band called Soul Patch. Soul
Soul
Scratch.
Scratch.
Soul Scratch. Soul Patch.
Soul
Oh my.
They're sick though.
They're
Okay.
really dope.
Scrum Patch.
But anyway, back to what Greg was telling the
Yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Of Hey You.
Sorry. So they had a little dog named Hey You, and he looked very similar to Tucker the Sound Hound.
Did yeah.
And
Chester.
He was about
so as
8
the night
pounds.
progresses, we started like meeting each other, and then they had taken a bunch of acid,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like,
Correct.
"We're gonna play bocce ball
In
You
the
wanna-
dark.
In the dark,
Right.
you want to do it?" We're like,
We're playing
"Well, I
bocce ball.
guess."
Oh my
And
goodness.
we're playing bocce ball. Half of us on acid, half of us
It
not.
was like 12 of
And
us,
it was
too.
getting-
a bunch
it was
of people.
getting
None of
dark.
us were
It
on
was getting
acid.
hard
They had
to
already
find.
taken it. So, And then out of nowhere, this bigger dog comes in, attacks Hey You,
Yeah.
and Hey You bolts off into the night and just takes over. We're like, oh, fuck. So now it's a full campsite, and
Yeah,
we're,
the dog came
we're
from
all
some
running
neighbors.
around, some on acid, some not, going around the campsite going, Hey You,
Hey,
Hey You,
Hey,
Hey, you.
dude, that went from like happy, joy, sad, die. I was like,
Yeah, it was so dark
then
immediately.
we were like, damn, we were sad, and the people had to leave, and they're
The
like, hey, if
next
you
day.
find our dog, like, please let us know. So we were staying for like a few more days because we were
Wait,
we were on-
really?
we were on
We were
top
pre-
of
we
our
were
game,
prepared.
and we kept walking, and then that turned into Hey You. And every time we'd hear like a noise, Joe Bay would be like, I think I heard him. I think I heard him. We need to go. They take off into the night with flashlights, and then I think it was like months later, if not years.
It was years later.
Recently, didn't we like see an ad for like a missing dog? And we were like, and we kept in touch with them. So we had said, hey, I think maybe it could be Hey You. And they're like, oh no, we found him the next day.
yeah, they found the next
we were
day.
like we were
For
so
years.
sad for years about
Oh,
this dog,
yes.
dude.
It is a happy ending.
Yeah.
Which is
Dude.
good. We needed it.
I want to like follow up a tag on the mountain story. So we're like in the mountain for like a week, and the only thing we had scheduled before Cali Reach was like this interview in Santa Barbara. So
That's right.
That's,
we
yeah.
drove out of the mountain, just like
We
wearing the campsite on.
we were
us.
on
We're
mountain time.
dirt,
You know.
smoke from the campfire,
So,
and
we've been out there for a couple days.
yeah, we've been out there for days, and we drive into this radio station, right, where we're doing this,
That's right.
yeah, where we're doing the interview, and we talked about the mountain way too fucking much. We brought it
it's
up,
epic up there, man.
yeah, but we brought it up like everything. He would ask us about the band, and we'd be like, "Well, on the mountain,"
We've been on a mountain for 4 days.
and he was like, "So what are you guys gonna do after this interview?" We're like,
Go back to the mountain.
"Probably go back up
Sleep on the mountain, guy.
And then he was like, was Cool Ruler?
Cool,
Cool
ruler."
ruler, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
"Give us a cool ruler, Jackson.
Yeah.
Let's recreate this moon. I'll be the guy.
Okay.
Jackson, give me your best cool ruler." And then
No,
mic.
no,
He
you
didn't
already
say it
did
like
it wrong.
that, yeah.
No, he's
Yeah,
like,
hit it.
he's like, okay, now I want you to say, what up, Cool Ruler? And Jackson goes,
What's up, cool ruler?
That's got to
Like,
be a drop
Dude,
somewhere.
Irie, dude,
He's
that'd be
probably gonna have
amazing.
that drop
to be
somewhere.
like, Can you send that to us?
I'm the whitest guy ever.
Dude,
It's
yeah.
like the wrong person to be cool ruler in anybody.
shout out to Cool Ruler.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Thanks for the interview.
Big
for
up.
that.
yeah, that
Cool
was one of
ruler.
our first interviews. Thanks for letting us promote.
I've been singing this song, Babylon Breeze by Ed Lee Shine.
Mr.
Yeah,
Shine.
dude. That song's sick, dude.
Yeah.
He really hit it out of the park with that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
he
love that he's
told me
crushing it.
he told me what it meant. Did he tell you the meaning behind it,
No.
or what a Babylon Breeze is?
Mm-mm.
That's what they call the little window air conditioning units in Jamaica.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Window
Yeah.
shakers.
Yeah, so I thought it makes the song so much cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's dope, dude. Dude, he's good, dude.
He's a legend.
He's straight up a good songwriter, man.
He really
He's
is.
good, dude.
He's got some good stuff, and he's super nice too.
Really nice, man. Working with him was like so fucking cool, man.
Oh, he was
Cool to see him
professional,
in
too.
DC too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, it was
Yep.
good just
Get to
asking
just
about
hang
other
out
artists he worked with.
It seems like every time we were together before, it was like we were shooting a video or we
Mm-hmm.
were working and stuff. But we really got to, even though we were at a show, we really got to like chill with him and stuff.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
told us stories about Barrington Levy,
Mhm.
playing with him.
You told me about playing with Gregory Isaacs. which
Gregory
I think is
Isaacs,
amazing. Like
dude,
he's a
so
legend
cool,
to me.
man.
Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like it's just like he really had like a piece of history and of music history. And it's just like, oh, dude, it's you gotta learn when you can. When you have someone wise around you, it's like, please tell us what's up, please.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
Soak
so
in the
cool.
knowledge.
oh, so cool. We're so really lucky just to meet all these extraordinary guys.
Seriously, man.
Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
Who are some other features you guys would want? to get.
Dude, I could go on that list for like
Oh yeah.
forever, dude.
It's true. It's like I'd always
if you had to pick like 3,
dude. I
Okay.
think a really cool love song with like you and Hyrie, like her being the girl voice, you being the guy voice. I feel like that would be amazing. I've always thought about something
not even
cool
a,
like
a
that.
love song, but I actually recently texted her about it. She kind of shrugged it off, but I was like, I had this vision because I was listening to these R&B jams from the 90s, and all of a sudden, was it Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men? I think do One Sweet Day. You guys ever heard that song? You too
Is
young for that?
Maybe.
Is
I
that the
don't know.
song where it's that one guy with the really rough voice as the first verse?
No, I don't
I'm
think
sure
so.
I've heard it, but it's not striking a bell right now.
It's like, sorry, I never told you.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
I know
See?
that. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it anymore.
That's okay.
You know. But I thought I had this vision, and it was me, Trish, and Jason J. And
Oh, that'd be
then
dope.
Oh, that's
Mm.
right.
and then
Mr.
everybody else, it was
J.
just like a free for all jam, like, you know, Brodeo on stage. So there was everybody was there, but but the main characters of my little daydream there was that mix. I
Dude,
thought it'd be
Jason
cool.
J fucking rips it up
He's
too,
so
man.
good. Yeah, his
Yeah,
voice would be
I love his low voice.
perfect for. I just
He's
want to be in
awesome.
there just to throw some harmonies in there. But
Yeah.
really, they would take the lead.
Dude, if you haven't ever heard Jason J, you got to check him out, man.
It's true.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he was on the tour when Hyrie took us out.
Yeah, the Dreamer tour.
Yeah,
He was
and-
he was one of the guitarists and background vocals.
yeah, God, man, he really knocked it out of the park every night, dude. We still bump his shit in the van.
It's true. Yeah, we
Yeah.
learned one of his songs. We like play him for sound check.
Yeah, we sound
Honestly,
check
yeah.
with Harbor's Closed.
I love
Yes.
that. We're just
Yeah.
like, what a good song, dude.
Yeah,
We even turned it into like because like usually on tour
Yeah,
we gotta
that's
share.
right.
We all gotta use one bathroom. So when somebody tries to walk in but it's locked, you're like, Harbor's closed.
I mean, we'd like try to find a fast food place to eat and it'd be closed too. And we'd be like, Harbor's
Harbor's
closed.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
yeah,
Jason J, we gotta get you in.
That would be dope.
that would be fun to work with him, man.
He's sick. He's from Hawaii, right? Is
I
he
don't know.
Guam?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's so awesome.
Dude, I want to do. I want to have Brett do a feature, but really just because I like hanging out with Brett. So maybe we could. I like hang out with him.
It'd be
do something.
dope.
That'd be
honestly.
fun.
Brett
Who would be
Bollinger, I'm
like?
assuming you're talking about.
Yeah, Bollinger.
Yeah, BB.
What about you, Joey? I think I need to think about mine a little bit.
I think Iatera, just because Nathan's voice is so low and Greg's voice is so high, I think that contrast would just like really be an awesome dynamic.
Iatera would be sweet. Yeah,
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Which is also why I like Nick's voice because it's so different than Greg's. That it's like they foil each other. They make you reappreciate the good qualities in both the vocals.
Foil?
Yeah, foil.
Foil each other?
It's an English term.
Is it foliage?
Yeah. So for example, you know yin and yang, how it's like good and evil. Well, the good and the evil they contrast each other and they show how good the good is and how evil the evil is. You know what I mean?
So
Who's
which
evil?
one? Which one of us is the
What are you
evil one?
saying?
There's
dude.
no evil. That's just an
What are you
example of
getting at?
foiling. Anyway,
Okay, sorry. Go on.
no, that was good. You foiled that. Get it?
Oh,
See, that's a
hey.
term, or that's how I'm used to hearing the word. So that's
There you go. It's one of the new cinnamons. One of the cinnamons for it.
What?
Almost like throwing wrenches in your brain. You're like, what the fuck?
What if you guys?
Alright.
What about somebody who's not in the genre, outside genre feature? Who would you want to work collab
Ooh.
with?
But like an absolute dream
Yeah, yeah,
of a
yeah.
person.
But gotta be living though.
Okay. JT, Mr. Lake.
Okay,
You're always
sure.
talking about
Is that-
Justin
I mean, I don't know.
Timberlake.
So I'm just, hey man, you said anybody like a dream. Dude,
Yeah,
Justin
I'm trying to think of someone that would be like a really interesting collab, like a really like artistic, crazy one.
Yeah, yeah. Like, give me a why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
are we trying to like go just
Any direction.
gnarly out of the box?
Whatever your
How
reason
far-
is.
Like, would you collab with like a rock band? Like, what if you got thrown into like a pop punk band or something like that? I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I do that pretty much a lot, but there aren't any that are still active for me to think of collabing with. But I'd want to go if I could. Like, it could be anybody. You had any budget to do it. I'd want to go like extreme, you know, somebody like a crazy rapper or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't really listen to rap.
Well,
What are my options these days?
There's a lot of options.
So like those like new rappers that broke out like a year or two ago, they're all still prospering really well. Like Trippie Redd, and like his little camp of rappers, like they're actually like maintaining their fame and shit. Like they're really crushing it still. That whole era,
Is there a song that I would know?
0% chance.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't even know really the songs. I don't follow that scene. It's too crazy for me. I'm
Okay.
like, I'm good. I don't need to hear about.
Well, I would
Percocets.
like to work with Rivers from Weezer.
Rivers Cuomo.
oh,
Mhm.
great pick.
Yeah, that's a
Dude,
good pick,
honestly,
yeah.
that would be sick as shit.
That'd be pretty tight. I feel like he'd have some cool things to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
And then I would also probably choose never mind. I'm not gonna choose him. I shouldn't get two choices. Somebody else say one.
Who
What
would
about
you like to
Jay?
work with, Jay?
Um. Mm.
Marilyn Manson.
That'd be sick, honestly.
Dude, I've been okay. So like, kind of my whole life, I haven't really totally understood the John Mayer thing. Like I've gotten like he's amazing, totally get it. Like
Yeah, you haven't dove in yet, you know?
Yeah, like as on a like an observational basis. Like you can just watch and be like, oh, he's crazy talented, you know. But I've been like really diving in recently.
Yeah, you have.
God, dude.
Oh,
I mean,
buddy.
his guitar playing is like out of this world, dude.
He has
I mean, it's
some.
so good.
It's like
And the
just
songwriting is awesome.
every
I'm a
song.
fan now, dude.
Every song.
So
man.
maybe him, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
yeah. Do like kind of like a reggae blues thing for a song would be kind of cool.
Dude, I want him to sit down and dial in your Kemper
Yeah,
Get
no
you some
kidding, dude. His
tones.
tones are sick, and they're way different. Like on every album, or
Yeah.
in every song, even
Mhm.
like the lead tone is like here and here. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
like a lot of times they're not similar at all.
Have you seen him live?
Yes, at Amway with Dead and Company.
How many different rigs did you happen to catch their gear?
But I've heard that like, you know, I'm sure he uses a ton of different amps and swaps them out. I've heard that they do. That he goes with actual amps and not Kemper. But I mean, I've never worked for him, so I have no idea.
He could definitely bring it. You know, he's got
Right, yeah.
no shortness of gear or, you know,
Yeah,
Crew.
crew.
That's right.
yeah. Dude, I would love to tour with like my amp, but just like the way technology is now, it's like the amp profiles and everything like that are like so much more convenient when you're like lugging it in and out of the trailer every day.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
Kemper,
know?
they figured it out. They honestly
Yeah,
did.
I
They
love
figured
the
out how to
Kemper.
make it sound awesome.
Yeah, they do.
And it does.
It's way lighter than your amp too. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
yeah.
Like just touring
Yeah.
smart is such a great option.
And
It's
then
just-
also like
I think they made it even lighter now than the one you have.
Yeah.
they
They
get
have like just a
smaller and
pedal
smaller
board now.
every year.
the chances of something going wrong with a vintage tube amp are a lot better than a modern electronic, you know. It's not analog or anything like that.
Dude, so those are old amps that were built to last, man.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
No planned
Tube-
obsolescence.
Tube is amazing. It's the way, but, you know,
Yeah, no, I hear you. Something
Bouncing
you can just
around
keep in a
back there
rack and, yeah.
and going over bridges in New York Yeah, racking into the
Oh my
ground and
goodness.
stuff.
Oh.
God.
New York's roads really are
Dude,
just
can
crazy.
Joey, can you tell your story about the last time we were in New York?
Oh,
Did something happen in New York?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember?
oh, you don't remember?
Oh,
Dude, it was like the
You were real
craziest
upset.
day.
Yeah, let Marshall tell it.
I was
then.
upset.
So this was the day that we
it was
did
a tour
the
day.
serious thing, right? Did we do that?
No,
This was a
that's-
different day.
Yeah, this is back in February.
I feel like when we went in.
Oh, when I stepped in shit?
yeah.
Yes. That's it.
ding, ding, ding.
Dude,
Bee bow.
it's just like, it's like you pieces of human trash. Don't shit on the fucking street.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Was it like my first step? No, I remember I avoided it.
Yeah.
Then I stepped back, I stepped in it.
Well-
Dude, it's just like, I don't want to step in shit.
We pull up in
It
front
might
of
have
the
been an
venue.
accident.
No, fuck this person. I don't care if it was a pregnant lady that needed a shit.
Maybe
Don't
it
shit
was
on
a-
the street.
Maybe it was an animal or something. It was a dog or something.
It wasn't a dog.
And then we're loading. We're loading out at the end of the night, and he steps in it again.
Oh my god, dude. That's right. I remember load in and load out. I was just pissed.
We also within
We didn't even park, and that lady was giving us a ticket.
Yeah,
I
within
know.
5 minutes. We got
Yeah,
a
she
ticket.
was like, "Oh, I hate you guys," and
And
we're
then
like, "We're following the rules."
And we're in the van. Literally, someone's in the driver's seat, and we're like, "We can just move." And
We'll
she
just
goes,
move
no.
a foot up.
She goes, "No." And then Greg said something about, "Hey, can't we just move the van?" And she said, "No." And he goes, "Why are you giving my boys a hard time?" Because she was talking to somebody real, and she goes, "Why are you trying to give my employees a hard time?" Or no, it was the other way around. Why? She said, "Why are you trying to give my employees a hard time?" And you were like, "Why are you trying to give my employees a hard time?"
Yeah, she's.
Do you have a conscience?
Okay, I
Yeah,
want to
well-
circle back real quick.
What do you got for us, Jay?
Okay, so when you were talking about the Sound Hound and immediately forgot the Sound Hound's name,
Yeah.
so Joey has this trait that is so lovable and amusing to the rest of us, where
Oh,
he cannot
God.
remember anybody's name, and what he does is
I
the way
can't
his
do
brain
it.
works is he takes the essence of the name and then just throws out another name that's in his mind of a similar sort of origin. So
In
if
his
your
mind.
if your name
Yeah, that is right.
for example, Nick, our keyboard player, Joey thought his name was Chris for about
Because they're like
a
generic white guy names, you
Right,
know,
so he
like
goes,
Nick, Chris,
input,
Joe, Bobby,
Nick.
Robert.
output Chris. Yeah, so
It's in
We
like the
were
same
on-
pot.
we were on tour with K-Bong, and
Oh yeah,
the TM's name is Marcus.
Marcus.
And what did you call him, Joey?
I called him Baxter for like a week. Baxter. I was like Baxter and Marcus were similar. I'm trying to because
They're not even
they're
similar.
because
Marcus.
his name is Matt. Because I thought Max, and Matt Baxter came from Max, and Marcus and Max have an MA at the beginning. So
Wow,
that's
you're really.
so there's a connection there. You go.
they're
Mar-
all in the alphabet.
yeah.
share-
So it's all in English.
They share a letter.
Yeah. So it's like
So they're
Mar,
similar.
Max, Baxter. Yeah. It's crazy because I have to meet all these fuckers on the road and I can't remember anyone's name. I'm so bad at names. It's just,
If it
hey,
makes
bud,
any difference,
everyone's a bud.
we met Max, I think, on that tour. We had a one-off show where Max, who was also our agent at the time, booked
Oh,
a show
yeah.
for us that he was running sound for, provided some of the sound equipment. So I think
Oh,
it was right around
yeah.
that time. Was that on the K-Bone tour? I don't remember.
Same camp.
Yeah.
They all knew each other.
So maybe that's how you associated that.
Yeah, you tell me,
Max
man.
Baxter, Markster,
Mark Baxter.
Baxter.
Mark Baxter. Mark Baxter bastard. They do. Names are tough. There's so many names, man.
Dude, isn't Marcus awesome though?
He's a sweetheart, and he's also lactose intolerant like me. So we bond over that. We both play
Kindred
Pokemon.
spirits.
We
You
both
guys
play
can share
bass.
some almond
We're
milk
both
together.
short fellas, so we're like, we're the same guy, just
Yeah.
different guys. Same guy in two guys.
Yeah, I get that.
Joey and Marcus on the road. Bum, 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 bum. That's what the show would be like. And,
Yeah.
and it's just him being quiet and being like, "Oh, how you doing?" and me being loud. I'm Joey.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Baxter and Brohan.
Baxter and Brohan,
There you go.
ready to fuck across America.
So, what are you guys planning to do with your lives?
Jesus.
Nice. That's your lead in, huh?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm planning
I'm
on
just
doing,
curious.
I
planning on doing Kash'd Out until I'm dead. It's my escape from the normal job life.
I'm hearing definitely more
Escape into fun life.
more people in our industry getting regular jobs. And when I say our industry, the entertainment industry at large, my neighbor who is a bartender gave up the bartending gig. He's not looking for bartending jobs anymore. He's looking for manufacturing jobs. And he's making M16 barrels or assault rifle
Yeah,
barrels.
I think Jackson told me about that.
I'm like, dude, that
You
could
know
be
what?
kinda
That's
fun.
a great gig to
I
find.
never really
Goodness.
thought about the impact of. So I bet there's a lot of people changing jobs and getting new jobs
Yes.
and changing
Oh, yeah.
career choices
A lot of people
altogether.
are furloughed, and they're just like, "You'll get your job eventually."
I mean, think
But
about it.
imagine-
Anybody that went and worked at a stadium and gave food or like served or worked at a hot dog cart or, even people like that did security or worked downtown, at the bars and stuff like that, dude. None of those people have work right now.
Yeah.
So like,
service
so
industry
we
people gotta
we
hit.
are gonna. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. That was the end of my statement.
We we are gonna return to what we were doing once we're allowed, but
Yes.
for many in the world, they're not. They're gonna keep doing what they're doing now, and I just kind of blew my mind a little bit. I'm having a little high moment, but like,
Thoughts are connecting in your
yeah,
head right now.
like
Mm-hmm.
It's a change.
like the shift of like what the world was is now what the world will be.
Yeah.
Like,
We're gonna be, we America talked about post 9/11 era, and that that era had its characteristics, and now post COVID era is gonna have its own characteristics, as well.
where I just wonder what the impact is just from people changing careers, and like I feel like everything will change.
Like the people are gonna move toward more stable jobs for sure. They're gonna go toward more like, less. I feel like the arts are gonna take a hit. Like movies aren't being made. We're gonna feel a lull in movies and like television, which is definitely gonna happen. And and like we're lucky, like the only artists that are gonna survive are artists that have an audience who can like feed off of that and be like put out some content like like we're doing now.
So
Like
do you
thank
think,
God for this and merch and all this stuff, because it's like we're trying to stay relevant during this time.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
it's
Yeah,
true,
no
yeah.
kidding.
Bands have to adapt. Just like us, people have to adapt. And look, and we're all committed band members, so we already know that whatever hits we need to take, we're gonna roll with those punches and come back hitting even harder, because that's what Kash'd Out does.
And can I
Fuck
just
yeah.
say, dude, this time down has given me some wild ideas for content and videos.
Jackson's
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
content creator
Dude,
over here.
I'm like,
He keeps on thinking.
I have a meeting with management Thursday to just run insane idea after insane idea past them, and probably it'll just go like this. Well, okay, if that's really what you want to do. That makes
That's
more
that's a
sound
more
like it's from
impression.
Wisconsin, but
yeah,
yeah,
it was like a mix of Moore and Randy.
yeah,
Mandy.
Mandy. More Andy.
yeah. So we'll see. I'll hit it with here's my ideas, and they'll say, okay, well maybe not quite that, but maybe this, and then that's probably what we'll end up doing.
There
Well,
we
then
go.
then there's the period where they like wait like 2-3 days and then come back with like a spin off of that idea.
Yeah.
I got it.
Can we? Oh, okay. So we have to like wrap it up, but like, okay. I want to tell one story about more before we end,
Yeah.
just to end on like a funny note. So
A sweet note.
okay, so we love our management.
Oh
So
my
Moore and
God.
Randy, and then Brett.
We still need to have come in
We
here.
still really want to have come.
Yeah,
in,
we
but-
want Brett.
So Moore is sort of like our main kind of point of contact. So he is just such a funny guy.
I love seeing him at shows and how he looks so different than everyone.
Yeah, you can pick him out. You can pick him out immediately. And he's just like, God, he's just the best, man. We love him, and we love like kind of giving him a hard time. So
Yeah, dude.
He has a very diverse lineup of bands that he works with.
yeah, he does. And his attire is a little bit from all of it.
Yeah, it's
so
like a mix
every time like
mash.
Joey, so he works with a bunch of country bands. So every time we see him, Joey will be like, show us your new belt buckle, more.
Dude, yeah, and he has like a belt buckle with 2 pistols.
Yeah,
and
the pistols.
and like a flaming skull.
He's had that
like,
before
right
the
on his
country
crotch.
stuff, though.
That's
was so
that's
funny.
a classic Moore piece.
yeah,
though.
yeah.
I'm like, damn, Mr. Edgy over here. At the, at the
He used to
show.
walk into he'd like walk into the studio and be like,
He's the best, dude. But so
He's so funny.
he was running ideas past us for releasing Undercover,
Oh yeah, I
and
love
he was
it.
like, we need a new promo photo, and I was like, all right, so let's get ideas going, you know. He's like, I've got one idea, and I said, okay, what is it? And he goes, here's what we do. You all go out into the lake or something, and we find a big log, and you all wear army helmets with the branches sticking off of them. We face paint all of your faces green and army green, and you peek up above the log so we can see only your eyes. It's like, why would we do that? It's like, 'cause undercover, of course. It's like, oh, all right.
There it is.
like you're just gonna go out and be like, oh, there's a giant log. Hey Joey, help me lift this thing.
Yeah, we gotta
found
unload
the
the
log, more.
Dude, we should just all be like, get some really crappy suits and then fake mustaches, and then stand around a street corner somewhere smoking some fake cigarettes. Because I know none of us really smoke cigarettes, and it'll be that's more undercover than being in a lake with a log.
Well, you peek out.
But you peek out.
You peek out, and that's the undercover.
You're undercover.
And I see where he was going with it. And to his credit, the promo photo we settled on was his idea.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
We went
He nailed
and
it.
it's half in the water, and
Eventually,
we got
yeah.
the.
You gotta
Oh,
get
okay.
Our feet
through.
were
that was his
underwater.
idea.
Dude, Moore is full of great ideas.
He sure is, man. They're the best, dude. I love those guys. But hey, seriously, we do have to wrap it up. So
Every time.
yeah, every time.
It's important.
So,
Make love, not babies.
that's right. Marshall,
Sir.
thanks for hanging out with us, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We always hang out, but thanks for letting us record you.
Yeah. Stoked to be here. We'll see you again someday.
Yeah, thanks everybody for listening.
Thank you
thank you.
guys. Hey Marshall,
you.
can you end this by giving us a good old classic B bow into the mic for us?
Be bow.